Welcome back to Universal Studios. How's it going, guys? My name is Dustin, and we're happy to have you for another episode of The Theme Park Shark. If you're new here, we kindly ask that at the conclusion of this video that you smash that subscribe button, turn on that bell to get notified on all of our future videos, drop a like, and leave a comment. If your comment comes in the first 15 minutes of upload, you will be eligible for all of our weekly giveaways. We also have a brand new Patreon where you can be an official supporter of the Theme Park Shark. You'll be involved in private discussions, and you'll receive very cool promotional items through mail. In today's video, we're going to be taking a deeper look into the Super Nintendo World project that is currently in development at Universal Studios Hollywood, Japan, Singapore, and Universal's Epic Universe in Orlando. We have a lot to run through as we want to keep you guys as informed as possible on all of these projects. Keep in mind before we begin that all of these speculated details are currently just rumors until they are otherwise confirmed by the park, but we have strong reason to believe that we have a good grasp on what's to come. So with that said, sit back, get comfy, and let's take a look at Universal's Super Nintendo World. The first iteration of Super Nintendo World will be arriving at Universal Studios Japan, currently rumored to be opening in time for the 2020 Summer Olympics. Construction has actually peaked over Waterworld in Japan, and we have already seen our first glimpse how this land will look in its full theme. Jumping back to the July date, that is merely going off the Olympic opening statement, as Universal has not confirmed an exact date, and I wouldn't be surprised if they hold off on that date until they are 100% sure that they can deliver the new Mario Kart attraction without problem. Universal had technical bumps with the opening of Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, reaching wait times of over 10 hours and experiencing multiple moments of downtime. A very similar issue also plagued Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts when it opened. It's my opinion that when Universal now builds more elaborate ride systems, they are holding off on opening dates for two reasons. One is to work out the glitches now before opening, and the second is the Universal rule in all theme parks, which is to never announce a project too far out, hurting your current attendance at the park. Universal actually used this strategy in Hollywood, never announcing a date for Jurassic World and only opening on July 4th of this year as a surprise soft opening. No date was ever officially given by the park outside of a time frame of this summer. Universal could be pulling a similar strategy with these Super Nintendo projects, and I expect for us to possibly see that same this summer statement used in marketing in Japan beginning in January of 2020. Now, if you aren't familiar with the background of this project was actually originally announced in 2015. Seeing as though the first conception of this world won't open until 2020, this was an unusually long wait time, and even stranger, the middle of that between now and then was met with almost complete silence on the project. Ever since Universal released this initial teaser with Nintendo in November of 2016, featuring Nintendo Shigeru Miyamoto and Universal Creatives Mark Woodbury, Universal has essentially acted like this project doesn't exist for the last 3 years. We have heard virtually nothing from the park about this project. This is where the community, insider leaks, and rumors all help fuel the discussion and break down what to expect from these parks. To make it real simple, there are 3 rides currently in development for this world. We have a Yoshi Omnimover. That's a similar ride style to what you can find at Disney's Haunted Mansion. This has a constant moving vehicle in a slow state, moving through sets and scenes. Second, we have a Donkey Kong coaster that has an incredible ride system that should prove to be a whole lot of fun. And the last ride in development is the only ride that will be available at every single iteration of this park, and that is the Mario Kart attraction. Now, you may have noticed that I said Mario Kart is the only one going to all of these worlds. That's because each world is very similar in concept, design, shops, and restaurants, but every world will not be treated the same in the rides and attractions that they receive. Looking at Japan, it seems that they will be receiving a park that closely resembles the initial released concept art. Japan, just like all of the other rumored parks, will be receiving the Mushroom Kingdom Courtyard, a restaurant by the name of Toadstool Cafe, meet and greet experiences and interactive play areas, and even an enclosed play area within buildings located throughout this world. There's an entrance directly under Peach's Castle and another green warp pipe, which will serve as another point of entry and exit located on the opposite side of the world, right next to the Yoshi attraction. We believe that Japan will be receiving the Yoshi ride. This ride is described as a family attraction that actually allows you to ride on a Yoshi. This vehicle goes both inside and outside, so it should present some opportunities for some great views of the Mushroom Kingdom from above. This ride is expected to be rumored with a lot of physical sets and props, including mini animatronic figures that you would expect from the Yoshi world. It is also rumored that this ride may incorporate some sort of interactive element as you make your way around the track loop, but this is a feature that is currently still up in the air for our speculation. Judging by the concept art and models that have been posted around online, we feel that it is a safe bet that we have this ride system down, and we fully expect for this to be the attraction that will satisfy the ride that all members of the family can take part in. The other ride that Japan is set to receive is the Mario Kart attraction. This ride is rumored to be an extremely ambitious ride by Universal Creative with many different rumored possible elements to be included. The Mario Kart attraction will be the biggest Nintendo attraction, and Universal calls this ride the most immersive and cutting-edge technological attraction that they could possibly imagine. This dark ride is set to feature 2 tracks, putting you on a side-by-side adventure, creating the effect that you are in fact racing alongside another car with physical riders, and also implementing other cars featuring the characters from the Mario Kart game. Riders are expected to take part in all of the normal racetracks from the games, and yes, this includes the awesome Rainbow Road. One such effect that I am hoping for is the underwater tracks that happen in Mario Kart, but this will be easier said than done. One patent that has been showcased thus far confirms an effect that Universal is trying to pull off to create the illusion of speed. Universal is looking to create moving walls and tunnels. We've seen an effect kind of like this with Fast and Furious in Orlando, but we expect for Kart's illusion to be much more convincing. There will be portions of this ride where you will be moving relatively slow, but thanks to the fast-moving scenery and tunnels, combined with wind effects and even physical props that may zoom past from above, Universal is looking to make this speed effect as convincing as possible. Other long-standing rumors from this attraction point towards the use of augmented reality glasses. This rumor has existed since the inception of this attraction, so I honestly won't be surprised if this is cut, as AR is still kind of in its infancy stages and may not be ready for prime time just yet. However, there's no telling what will be developed over the next 5 years, and perhaps the technology will become just appealing enough for Universal to throw this in. I don't expect AR to make the opening of this attraction in Japan, but if it does, consider me both surprised and super excited, as this technology is rumored to help add objects to the ride like item boxes on the track that you can physically crash into, and even moving items from the video game like banana peels, shells, and rockets. Now, even if augmented reality does not make an appearance on this attraction, I have a feeling that the banana peel is all but guaranteed to make an appearance regardless. Having the ability of making your ride vehicle spin in place has to be all but too tempting for the folks at Universal Creative. After all, we have an entire tunnel on the Spider-Man ride solely dedicated to spinning away. We also fully expect for this ride vehicle to utilize the ever so popular drifting that is present in the more modern Mario Kart games. Altogether, this should be a very fun, fast-paced family thrill attraction. Kind of an oxymoron, I know. Closing things out with the Donkey Kong roller coaster attraction, unfortunately this doesn't seem to be making its way to Japan at this time. They have an area of expansion where this could potentially go, but as of now, construction hasn't even begun in this area of the park. This would make for a very difficult opening for next summer. The ride system has been spotted at a testing facility here in the States, and the ride is rumored to feature an innovative system that pulls off a jump the track feature. The coaster will utilize a ride system that has the real track hidden beneath the view of the rider and a fake track located directly below the coaster and not in view of the riders. Basically, whatever track that you think is the real one probably isn't. There have been multiple concept art renderings, postings, and even videos showing off how this could potentially work. This area of the park will not only have the attraction, but it will also have a dedicated area to the character. Expect a large centerpiece temple a la Indiana Jones, and even Revenge of the Mummy, I guess, if we want to go there. And that will actually wrap up everything that we currently see for Universal Studios Japan. Moving over to Universal Studios Hollywood. Construction is currently moving at a rapid pace, and all signs are currently pointing at a spring to summer 2021 opening, if not earlier. I don't see this ride extending beyond that summer whatsoever. Looking at one of Universal's most advanced worlds they've ever built, Diagon Alley, That land was constructed from the demolition of Jaws in January of 2012, and it opened in July of 2014. As you can see, this is just over a 2-year construction from demo to build on a completely new world that had never been done before. Harry Potter and Hollywood demoed the Gibson Amphitheater in late September of 2013, and they opened the park in a soft opening state with everything operational in February of 2016. This is also a timeline of just over 2 years, and that includes a demolition. At this time, with a show building that is moving at a rapid pace, construction looks to be at an equivalent spot of about 7 to 8 months in those other Universal counterpart projects. This leads us to believe that the Nintendo project only has a conservative 17 to 20 months left before the season opening in Hollywood. Hollywood is also set to receive the smallest iteration thus far of this world, and it is rumored to only be receiving the Mushroom Kingdom restaurants and shops as well as Mario Kart. At this time, USH is not rumored to receive the Yoshi Omnimover or the Donkey Kong coaster. Hopefully I'm not letting you down too bad with this news, as it is also rumored that the new Secret Life of Pets dark ride opening on the upper level of this park will utilize a very similar ride system to what we would have received with Yoshi. This means that we will essentially be receiving the attraction, just in a different form and in a different spot in the park. Any new ride is good news when it comes to Universal Studios Hollywood, so I am very happy that the next 24 months at Universal Studios Hollywood include 2 new rides in Secret Life of Pets and Mario Kart, and also an entirely new themed world in the Mushroom Kingdom. These are desperately needed additions to a park with a relatively small lineup, and I'm excited not only for the next 24 months, but also what Universal has planned for Hollywood beyond those projects, as the park has gotten a lot of love over the last decade. Moving to the newly announced theme park in Orlando, Universal's Epic Universe, that is a project that we have been guessing will open in the late months of 2022, moving all the way into the summer of 2023. We said in a previous video that 22 would be a gift, 2023 is expected, and 2024 would be a little disappointing, but still exciting because we're receiving a new theme park. We are still standing by all of these estimations here at the Theme Park Shark. Universal's Epic Universe is the park that is rumored to receive everything. This park will receive Mario Kart, the Yoshi ride, the Kong coaster, the meet and greets, the restaurant, and there is even an entire plot of land on the concept art that is next to the current world that could potentially be slated for an expansion space should Hollywood and Japan prove to be successful. Orlando is set to receive the largest Nintendo presence of all of the Universal parks with this world. On top of this, there are more rumors that point to other IPs including Pokemon and Zelda to take place in either the expansion property at Epic Universe, or perhaps even take Kid Zone at Universal Studios Florida if that area ever gets demolished. Ever. It doesn't look good. It'll live longer than all of us. Okay, back to Epic Universe. Now, it'll have everything that we have mentioned possible, and you have to be excited about the other properties that could also potentially make their way to Orlando at some point in the future. So that'll wrap up everything that we have for you guys today. Please stay tuned to the channel, as we will have a lot more for you on the way. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the bell to be in the loop on everything that we have for you on the way. We'd love to know your thoughts on the video, and maybe even something that you recognize that I didn't touch on. Feel free to go ahead and throw that down below, and I'll do my best to get back to every single one of you. But alright guys, I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace.